I think this helped me change the way I think about my emotions, mainly because I don't tend to like to share how I feel, so having to write these really helped me share how I was feeling, and I've learned that it's kind of okay to share. I got some constructive feedback on some things and a lot of affirmation, which is something that I don't really get often because, well, I tend not to talk to people a lot. This is something that I'm actively working towards, even after having completed these journals. I actively now try to journal down my day. Sometimes I can't get to it, sometimes I can, but when I do, I really reflect, and what I've really come to the conclusion is most of the time it's just a bad 5 minutes, and it's not a bad day, because I tend to focus more on the bad things than the good things. But writing this paper allows me to really consider, like, yeah, a few bad things happened, but overall my day wasn't bad at all. And in fact, it was more of a blessing than most days, and I try to have that attitude now, especially after having this, which this assignment was completely different from any assignment that I've ever had to do. So the novelty is really great. Answering one more question. What do you want others to know about you, your emotions, and the ways you have overcome your emotional struggles? That's a little bit harder because I'm currently still overcoming my emotional struggles. That's not something that I can just do overnight. A little bit in-depth about me, maybe a little bit personal. I've been through therapy, and I've just had really bad relationships, like, with my mother and things like that, that have gone even into college. I failed out of a semester, which is currently still haunting me to this day because my GPA is absolutely in the trash, which freaks me out a lot. I panic about that a lot, about being good enough, even though GPA doesn't necessarily measure whether you're good enough. Sometimes people tend to look at that, especially my family. I've always been, between my brother and I, the one who achieves higher. And so a lot of pressure from my family coming from that. I guess honestly the biggest thing is because I already talked about it. I put on a happy face. I'm a server. I can do that. I'm really good at that. I'm really good at my job. I like listening to people. I take in a lot of negative emotions because that's the kind of personality that I have, and I kind of linger on those, and so most of the time I'm not really in a good mood, even though I do try to show that I am in a good mood. I do try to smile more around people, because when I'm feeling like this, and I know how I'm feeling and how much it affects me, I don't want to give off that vibe to make them feel like that, because I know a lot of people can be influenced by other people and how they react and how they talk and just how they look, facial wise. And really that's about it. I just rambled on for like 15 minutes and told a lot about myself that I don't normally do, so I hope y'all enjoy.